What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know. Day 21, not getting paid. Day 21, not knowing where my next meal is coming from. Day 21, couldn't go buy a pack of t-shirts. Day 21, I couldn't fill up the car. Day 21, I toss and turn in my sleep at night. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know. Today, we're just going to get back over here and start live streaming. We typically do Tuesdays here, but I'm going to try to do at least three lives a week on this channel. This is America. We got a couple of topics we're going to go over. We got some text messages that were released. There was some last week, and then it's the gift that keeps on giving with MAGA. Then we'll talk a little bit about some farmland stuff, which I predicted all of this back before the election even happened. And then we might watch some body cam footage. So we got roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours, because we do have Tubi Tuesday tonight on my other channel. I'm trying not to make this channel too political, but at this moment, we do know that there's a government shutdown, and I'm directly affected by it. So, it's day 21, no pay around here. We're trying to figure things out. Fortunate enough that I can weather the storm, but there are families out there that definitely can't. Yeah, I mean, this is really where we're at. But I definitely see this lasting for at least a month at the minimum, but I'm thinking more around 40 to 45 days. This might last up until Thanksgiving or a week and two before Thanksgiving because Republicans are stubborn. But November 1st, we will see SNAP benefits. Ooh, we will see WIC benefits. Well, they said they're supposed to fund WIC, but we'll see about that. But SNAP is 42 to 45 million people in America. Now, remember, there's only 40. Let's just say there's 40 million black people in America, and 42 million people are on SNAP benefits, which when you break down the numbers, it's roughly about 53% of white people on SNAP benefits. So they're going to be the ones suffering. They'll be the ones complaining. It is what it is. This is what they voted on. So we're going to jump into these text messages. We'll probably talk a little bit about the White House being torn down and how it's supposed to be illegal, but Congress ain't doing their job. So we'll get into that a little bit. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel. We're going to try to get to 2,000 before the end of the year. I won't say it's a goal, it's a milestone, I won't say it's a goal, it's a milestone. Working at AWS, it's hit hard. We still affected. Yeah, I mean, I got one of the guys that worked for me. He's at home. He's on furlough status, so he's not even going to work. I still got to go to work, but we'll jump into this and we'll see where we can go from here. Other than that, y'all been doing all right? Everybody all right? Oh, man. I was supposed to be getting back enrolling in school, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, because I was going to try to give me another bachelor, I was going to try to do some IT work. I got my master's in business. So that's why, you guys say I pocket watch, but international trade is what I initially went to school for, but it just turned into an MBA because of the pandemic. So I got thrown off a little bit. But nonetheless, here we are. So if you guys haven't heard, last week there was I won't say a group chat. Well, it was a group chat. It wasn't text messages, but Political had dropped an exclusive. Political said, "I love Hitler, leak messages, expose young Republicans' racist chat." Now, these aren't young Republicans. These are grown adults. Some of them are 35 years old. So I don't know why they keep calling them young, and JD Vance went over that. But I'm going to catch us up. And then today there was another exclusive that dropped. I don't think this one was from Political, but there was another one that dropped that is actual candidate nominee that Donald Trump put up. So we got this group chat here. I love Hitler. Leak messages expose young Republicans, racist chat. Now, this is the one that dropped last week. We'll go over this, and then that'll segue us into what we got this week. Thousands of private messages reveal young GOP leaders, grand old party leaders, joking about gas chambers, slavery, and the R word. So this is just a couple of bubbles. I'll read through these real quick. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber. Ironically, there's a fire emoji on there. When do we bring that side out? You're giving nationals too much credit and expecting the Jew to be honest. Great. I love Hitler. Also, we are officially under consideration for a Trump endorsement. They haven't denounced this yet. I'd go to the zoo if I wanted all them. If I wanted to see monkeys play ball. Then one of them even openly admits, if we ever had this leak of this chat, we would be cooked for real. When do we start bullying? It was the R word. Boom, they're on the live. And everyone that endorsed but then votes for us is going to the gas chamber. They love watermelon people. I never been a big fan of watermelon, so I know they weren't talking about me. He also hates the Jews, and this girl is fully. You do the math. No, so this wasn't leaked accidentally. Either somebody was in the group chat and leaked them, or somebody was invited, kind of similar to the signal chat that Pete Hegseth was in. Or, like I said, more than likely, I'm thinking that somebody got sent a link to this, or somebody that they ousted out of the young Republican group, or hopefully it was somebody that came to the realization that they were wrong. All right, text and reaction from young Republicans, design and development, Jay, blah, blah, blah. New York, leaders of young Republican groups throughout the country worried that would happen if their Telegram chat ever got leaked, but they kept typing anyway. They referred to Black people as monkeys and the watermelon people, and mused about putting their political opponents in gas chambers. They talked about are they enemies and driving them to suicide, and lauded Republicans who they believe support slavery. William Hendricks, the Kansas Young Republicans vice chair, used the word nigga and nigga variations of racial slur more than a dozen times in the chat. Bobby Walker, the vice chair of the New York State Young Republicans at the time, referred to our word as epic. Peter, who at the time was the chair of the same organization, wrote in a message sent in June that everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber. Nigga was tripping. He also was referring to an up and coming vote on whether he should become the chair of the Young Republican National Federation, the GOP's 15,000 member political organization for Republicans between the ages of 18 and 40 years old. So I'm right there on the cusp. I could have tried to infiltrate him and said that I was a young Republican and get in there. But I don't consider this young Republicans. I'm young at heart, but as far as age goes, I'm old enough to run for president. So I don't consider that young. I'm going to create some of the greatest physiological torture methods known to man. What up, Kendall? We only want true believers, he continued. Two members of the chat responded. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber, and everyone that endorses but then votes us is going to the gas chamber. When do we start bullying? We have a solid three people who can probably have them want to jump. If they vote for us, would they be gassed? When do we bring that side out? I'm going to create some of the greatest torture methods known to man. We only want true believers. Can we fix the showers? Gas chambers don't fit the Hitler aesthetic. I'm ready to watch people burn now. We got to pretend that we like them. Hey, come on in, take a nice shower and relax. Boom, they're unalived. Can we fix the showers? Gas chambers don't fit the Hitler aesthetic. Joe said, who previously identified himself as a general counsel for the New York State Young Republicans, wrote back. I'm ready to watch people burn down. So we pretty much get what this is about. Text messages of typical MAGA supporters. Now, we're not saying all MAGA supporters are like this. We have to believe that a majority of them are. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. The exchange is in part of a trove of Telegram chats attained by Politico and spanning more than 7 months of messages to young Republican leaders in New York, Kansas, Arizona, and Vermont. The chat offers unfiltered look at how the new generation of GOP activists talk when they think no one is listening. Now, it doesn't matter if it's the new generation or the old generation because they learned it from the generation prior. No matter if it's the new ones, they had to learn it from someone. They didn't just get this on their own. Now they talk about colleges being radicalized. Oh, we need to get that out of the schools. Well, all of these people go to the predominantly white schools that you're talking about. All of them are going to the schools that you, the parents, the generation before, are handpicking. So they're learning this from somewhere, and it's not from a HBCU. It's not from a college that is diverse. They're going to colleges where they were handpicked by their parents in the generations prior to learn how to talk like this. Since Politico began making inquiries, one member of the group chat is no longer employed at their job, and another job offer was rescinded. Prominent New York Republicans, including Rep. Eli Stankvik, and state Senate minority leader Rob Orr, have denounced the chat, and festering resentments along young Republicans have now turned into public reincriminations, including allegations of character assassination and extortion. All right, so there's 2,900 pages of chats. That's a lot of fucking chats. Shared among dozens of millennial and Gen Z Republicans between early January and mid-August. So this would have continued to go on until Politico released this, but they've been doing inquiries for the last couple of months. So that takes it back to August. Many of the chat members work in the government or party politics and serve as a state senator. One serves as a state senator. We have to find out what state senator that is. But anyway, together the messages reveal a culture where racist, anti-Semitic, and violent rhetoric circulate freely, and where the Trump era loosening of political norms have made such talk feel less taboo among those positioning themselves as the party's next leaders. The more the political atmosphere is open and liberating, it's crazy that it's liberating when they hate liberals. Like it has been with the emergence of Trump and the more right-wing GOP, even before him, it opens up young people and older people to telling racist jokes, making racist commentaries in private and public, said Joe, a Texas A&M psychology professor who has studied racism for the last 60 years. All right. So this group chat has been going on from January to August. This is just the one that was exposed. If there's a group chat with over 2,900 pages of just what they know, you have to look at it in. I look at it like this: for every page, the 2,900 pages, I'm gonna go ahead and put 10 other group chats. Yeah, so that'd be what, like 2.9 million group chats that are similar to this. I have about 7 to 10. Well, I won't say 17. I probably have about 5 different group chats with different friends, and each one of those are different, but they're kind of similar because I'm that same person in each group chat. So as far as my response is going to be the same, whether I'm joking around or stating some facts. So within these 2,900, and let's just say it was 100 people in there, those 100 people are in 5 other group chats. That gives us 500 group chats with 2,900 more pages of the same thing. So it isn't just isolated to this one event. You can pretty much assume that if they're talking like this in this group chat with other political figures, young Republicans, then they're talking like this with their college friends. They're talking like this with family members. So we already know it. I don't have to try to sit here and explain it because we already know them fuckers is racist, right? Like, there's no way around it. We know that. There's no way to try to sum it up and make it seem like, we're doing a good thing. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Hopefully all of them lose their jobs. But anyway, that's what was released last week. Now, One thing we know about these individuals is Donald Trump loves the low IQ. And when we say low IQ, we mean stupid. All right. We're not going to say unintelligent. We're not going to say dumb. We're just going to call them stupid. That's exactly what Trump preys on. It's no different than Pete Hegseth's stupid ass in the Signal group chat sending off texts about bombings that are about to happen. They're just dumb. All right. They think they can get away with anything. The the good thing about America, not other countries. Well, I won't say other countries, but the good thing about America is that you got this extreme bullshit going on, but eventually the tides are going to turn. There's going to be consequences for all of this, and that's pretty much everything on my channel. There's going to be quote unquote get back, but it won't be retribution. It's going to be the law, whether it takes this term, maybe another term. All of this is going to come back on all of them, and they will get punished. Now, will they get pardoned? More than likely, yeah. If there's another extremist that gets in there, such as a Donald Trump, which he did with the January 6th, and how he just did with, was it named George Santos that did $2.9 million, or was it $200 million, got a pardon. So that's going to happen because, they stick with each other. Look at KG's comment. Who the hell is KG? Look up Paul and Nagras. Let me see. You might be talking about. Hey, hold on, Kid Gravity. I got you. Guys, it's me. It's me. What? Oh, y'all wasn't here for the intro. My name is Modai J. This is the Mo you know. We were using this article as a segue because I didn't get on here last week and talk to you.
President Trump's pick to lead the office.
Guys, it's me. I don't come prepared often. It's me though. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. I'm preheating the oven. Can I cook a little bit? I got y'all. But anyway, we do have some new messages that were released. And shout out to Kid Gravity. We do have the video, and we were going to get into that. That's the reason I was saying I was just going to talk about the messages from last week because we didn't get on here and talk about that. And then it was going to segue into this. Now, well, there was one senator in the Telegram group chat that we were just going over. This gentleman here, I'm going to let CNN break it down for you, and then we'll go into some articles, and we'll actually go back and look at the messages from it. But what did I just say? Out of those 2,900 pages, times it by 10. Out of those 100 people, times that by 5. Even though we know there's more group chats than that, this is just a continuing thing. It's only a matter of time before we get audio of Trump calling somebody a nigga. It's only a matter of time before we get Pete Hegseth text messages calling somebody a nigga. It's only a matter of time we get JD Vance text message calling somebody a nigga. All of this stuff is going to get exposed eventually. It's just going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit longer for the people at the top than it is these low-hanging fruit. There's a lot of protections in the way. Now, of course, everyone's going to swing it around. Oh, it was longer ago, but all that's alleged. But we'll see some damaging text messages. Remember, guys, this is only 10 months in. There's three years and 2 months left. There's still time. There's going to be a lot. Let's go ahead and jump into this. This is the most current racist message that was released.
Trump's pick to lead the office of special counsel appears to be on thin ice, and that, quite honestly, may be a generous take. You now have the top Republican in the Senate, John Thune, saying this about Paul Ingrassia. he's not going to pass. It comes after Politico reported on racist text messages Ingrassia allegedly sent in a group chat with the Republican operatives. In one message, Ingrassia allegedly texted that the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday should be tossed into the seventh circle of hell where it belongs. In another Ingrassia, in a back and forth.
Oh man, the whole video ain't download. Get the heck out of here. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. The thing is, we all make jokes in group chats. Even in the Discord, I make jokes. I don't make any racist jokes or anything. I don't really have no racist joke. I just say them fuckers. But what would possess you to put this stuff in a text message? If you'll say it in the text, we know you'll say it in real life. But what the hell would make you?
Hey, Mom?
Yeah, what?
Where are you off to?
Tennessee?
You're going to Tennessee?
Yeah.
Do you know you're in New York right now?
Yeah, so?
Well, how are you going to get to Tennessee?
Come on, YouTube. Oh, trust me, guys. I don't text anything in a group chat, not anything incriminating. But if they got my group chat text, I'm gonna just read off something. Let me see. Well, I ain't gonna read it off. I'll give you guys a detail. In one of my group chats, the last thing we talked about. We sent the meme of a bald head nigga getting slapped. That's what we sent because one of my homeboys had his haircut messed up and he had to go bald. So that's like the last thing we talked about. It was a white guy that got slapped when he was walking down the streets. He was talking shit. Anyway, let's go ahead and play this damn.
And that, quite honestly, may be a generous take. You now have the top Republican in the Senate, John Thune, saying this about Paul Ingrassia: he's not going to pass. It comes after Politico reported on racist text messages Ingrassia allegedly sent in a group chat with the Republican operatives. In one message, Ingrassia allegedly texted that the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday should be tossed into the seventh circle of hell where it belongs. In another Ingrassia, in a back and forth, allegedly wrote, "I do have a Nazi streak in me from time to time. I will admit it." CNN's Annie Greer is on Capitol Hill for more. So you have this reporting, and you have what is in terms of the response from lawmakers on Capitol Hill now.
Well, Leader Thune was very clear last night, Kate. He said that Ingrassia doesn't have the votes, and he hopes that the White House pulls this nomination. Ingrassia was expected to meet in front of the Senate Homeland Security Committee on Thursday, and at least one of the Republicans on that committee, Republican Senator Rick Scott, told me last night that he does not support Ingrassia. So that right there is enough Republican opposition to end this nomination, assuming that all Democrats also vote against him, which we are expecting him to do. So Trump nominated Ingrassia to lead the Office of Special Counsel, which oversees all federal whistleblowers and civil servant laws.
All right, so hold on. Let me look up this Paul, man. Let's look up a history of Paul. He is an attorney.
But his nomination has been clouded with controversy. CNN has reported on his history of alleged racist comments, and as you mentioned, the Politico reporting has a lot of messages in there. I'm going to read you two more of them. In one alleged message, Ingrassia says, quote, "Never trust a Chinaman or Indian, never," end quote. And in another text, Ingrassia writes, quote, "Blacks behave that way because that's their natural state. You can't change them."
Y'all niggas need to stop acting like niggas, all right? They saying y'all niggas can't change. Y'all behave the way y'all behave because that's y'all natural state. You can't change them. Y'all niggas need to get right, man.
He then added, according to the chat, quote, "Proof, all of Africa is a shithole and will always be that way." End quote. Now, Ingracia and his team are pushing back firmly on the latest Politico reporting. In a statement, his attorney says, quote, in this age of AI, authentication of allegedly leaked messages, which could be outright falsehoods, doctored, or manipulated, or lacking critical context, is extremely difficult. We do not concede the authenticity of any of these purported messages. So
wait, the same political party that has just been dropping nothing but AI this whole time, now they're saying, oh, it was AI did that. So nothing else you did was AI, but these messages are the only thing that are AI right here. We can't authenticate those. No, we don't concede the authenticity of these purported messages. So now AI, oh, we don't use, we didn't do that. That was AI. AI did that. Nah, you can't jump into that. You can't just jump over to AI and try to make us believe that someone doctored your messages out of everybody. The least important motherfucker, Paul Ingracia, we're going to doctor his text messages. Let's, and not say niggas, put blacks can't change. Never trust a Chinaman. If we were to doctor text messages or use AI, we would make them the most explicit as possible that you couldn't get out of it. Why would someone doctor a text message and say, you can't change blacks? That's just the way they are. That's the dumbest thing ever. If you're going to sabotage somebody, you're going to try to fuck them over completely. So no, these aren't AI messages. These are the real deal. No one knew who Paul was until today. No one give a fuck about what Paul did. I'm looking up his history. You're born in 1995. No one gives a fuck about you, Paul. We never heard of you until today. No one doctored these text messages. The authenticity of the text messages, that we don't concede that. You don't need to. We know the text messages are real because they linked up your number. They found out that was your number. We know that you sent the messages. Oh man, you know how it is. That AI motherfucker. Yeah, all right.
it is now in the hands of the White House, Kate, what they are going to do here. But Leader Thune was clear in his message. It's very rare for Republicans on Capitol Hill to push back on one of Trump's nominees, but we are seeing that here. Some Republican senators are expected at the White House later today, so we are going to be tracking closely if the president makes any statement or the White House makes any changes to Ingracia's nomination.
Yeah, this is a space to watch today for sure. When John Thune says it isn't going to pass, John Thune should know and does know what he's talking about when it comes to this.
Now, if you don't know who John Thune is the lackey that stands behind Speaker Mike Johnson. Now, whenever you see, so he's the majority leader of the Senate. John Thune, he's a goofy. But if he's even said, oh yeah, he ain't gonna get it, he ain't gonna have the votes. This is showing you. Now, there's a lot of in-clashing in MAGA right now. And there's a lot to go over. You know, I just sit back and that's all I do. While I'm on the clock not getting paid, I'm doing all kinds of research. But if Thune is saying that, then obviously he's not going to get it. Now, the thing is, MAGA, they got to come together, but they can't isolate one group, because if they start to lose what they're losing already, they're losing a huge population of the Latinos that voted for Trump. You see all of them motherfuckers crying and shit. Oh, my family members. Unfortunately, you voted for that. So that's what's going to happen. But they're starting to lose them because they're waking up. You know, that woke agenda. So they're starting to lose the Latino population by all the deportations. They're starting to lose the farmers because of all of the tariffs in the agriculture going down to Argentina. So they definitely don't want to lose what ignorant niggas that they do have. Yeah, we got to call them the ignorant niggas that are supporting it. They don't want to isolate that. So it's going to get tough because this grand idea that they want, unfortunately, we aren't another country where you're able to take over. It's going to be slow. The Supreme Court is pretty much paving the way for Trump to do whatever the hell he wants. But as I was talking earlier, there's going to be a shift in power. And when that does happen, it's going to get ugly for him. There's going to be a lot of people in prison. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Again, we're only 9-10 months in. We still got 3 years and 2 months before this is over with. So it's only going to get uglier and uglier before more people get exposed.
Yes, it's good to see you, Annie. Thank you very much.
With us now, CNN senior political commentator David Urban and Democratic strategist Megan Hayes. I just want to read a few more of the text that Daniel Littman reported on here, because what we said there only scratches the surface. In January of 2024, Littman reports that Ingrassia allegedly wrote of former Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, "Never trust a Chinaman or Indian, never." And then discussing why Republicans feel Democrats make black people into victims, the text show Ingrassia remarked, "Blacks behave that way because that's their natural state. You can't change them." Another one, according to Politico, "Proof all of Africa is a shithole and will always be that way."
Proof all of Africa is a shithole and will always be that way. Well, the only parts of Africa that I won't call them shitholes, but that they assume are shitholes are what they show on television. If you go to Africa, Africa is a beautiful country. They have developed cities, but you only see what they show you on television. They're not going to show you the good parts of Africa. Now, Paul's born in 95. That puts him at what? 30 years old. Paul just needs the hell slapped out of him one good time. Paul will change up. He won't talk. He'll go back in the house. But then again, none of these fuckers are saying this in public. They only say this stuff in text messages. They only going to say this online behind fake profiles. None of them will ever say any of this in real life because someone will go upside their head. Now, we're not encouraging violence, but if someone called me a nigga, then, well, it's either a slap or a punch or a 1-2 combo. Sometimes a kick to the chest, depending on, saying how limber I am for the day. But they're not going to say any of this in real life. It's all tough talk behind the scenes. And a majority of the time is to try to appear to be cooler to the other people or appeasing to higher ups. Nonetheless, they won't ever do any of this in public.
I'll read a statement from Ingrassia's attorney in just a moment. But first, David, to you, based on this reporting, why hasn't Ingrassia's nomination been pulled yet?
Yeah, John, I suspect it will be today at some point. Interestingly, the president is having Republican senators to the White House to thank them for helping him get his nominees through so quickly. And obviously this will be a topic of discussion. I would suspect that he'd have his nomination, or be told to have his nomination withdrawn, or have it withdrawn himself before that event occurs or right afterwards. Look, John, there's clearly no justification for having this individual out there. I mean, it is, not he's claiming, and his attorneys are claiming, well, it's AI. We're not owning up to this. That's convenient to do, but it's just despicable. It's insane that somebody who's vying for a position of trust and integrity within the government would be so callous and just insane about these very sensitive topics.
Now, I'm gonna rewind a little bit because I want to look at the little accolades that they have on here for him. Now, you're not going to see Trump unendorse him or him rescind it. Paul's going to have to do this on his own, and the reason for that is because Trump and his administration, they have to keep this facade that, hey, this is what we believe in, this is what we stand in. Even though they're not going to go out and claim all this racist rhetoric, Trump's not going to come out and, he's not going to come out and say, nah, we not with that. No, he's not going to do that so others can continue to do it. So they're going to have Paul's going to have to announce it by himself. He rescinds his nomination, and that's how it's going to go down. None of the senators are going to say, yeah, we rescinded anything. He's going to have to do it on his own, and they're going to probably tell him, and they're going to give him, this isn't the last you're going to see of Paul. In 6 months to a year, we're going to see Paul working on something low level, but it's going to be a nice paying job. Paul's not done. None of those young Republicans are done. Let's just make that clear. None of them are done. They'll all be working. So he's a 30-year-old lawyer. He worked for the White House liaison to the Department of Justice. He was reassigned to DHS. Trump shared his comments nearly 100 times on social media. K-File and Ingrassia shared 9/11 conspiracy video on the anniversary of attacks last year. You see, he didn't do it this year. Last year, he did the conspiracy, just like all the other conspiracies about the Epstein list, who had it, Biden and them doing it. All of those conspiracies stopped once Trump got into office because you got to spread the bullshit to gain the audience. Now you're in, you're not going to do it because all eyes are on you. So Paul is, again, he's going to be the one to step down on his own if he even does it, or he might just go in there and not get the votes. I think that's probably what they'll do. Have Paul go up there and just not get voted in. You know what I mean? But it's going to be very telling which Republicans in the Senate actually vote on him. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Would be so callous and just insane about these very sensitive topics. You know, guy he should be gone. Plus, I do believe that, you know, Senator Thune is right. There are three, what I recall is three Republican members of the committee on the committee saying they'll vote against him. So he's not going to make it out of the committee to even begin with. So he's dead man walking at this point. Quicker they turn the page on this, the better for the White House.
Let me read the statement David was talking about from the attorney from Paul and Gracia. In this age of AI, authentication of allegedly leaked messages, which could be outright falsehoods, doctored and manipulated, or lacking critical context, is extremely difficult. We do not concede the authenticity of any of these purported messages. What issues do these texts raise for you, Megan?
I mean, just sort of like what David said, he's not qualified to be serving in government position. They're disgusting and gross. And I think that we're learning through this administration, when people show you who they are, we should believe them. And I would imagine that the White House withdraws its nomination rather quickly, as David pointed out.
And Megan, you've worked in a White House. I'm just curious how it got this far, right? Administrations for nominations vet candidates here. And yes, Daniel Littman is a terrific reporter, and there's some great reporting here, but this doesn't seem that deep under the surface.
No, absolutely not. But sometimes private chats don't come out in a vet. I think sometimes people have a cross to bear with somebody and they leak these chats to the media. It gets more play if it's leaked to the media than they find it in a vet. Clearly, this goes past what they want to happen in a nomination hearing. They don't want this person to work in the administration at all because he is dead man walking, as David suggested. So I just think that there is a lot more internal politics at play here with some folks who go up for a nomination. But when these texts are disgusting, and people should believe that this is who he is, and it shouldn't go any further.
And David, if you were crafting the statement from the White House, or J.D. Vance, for instance, the Vice President of the United States, who of the young Republicans, when some racist text messages came out of reporting last week on that, he basically said, oh, these were just jokes, their lives shouldn't be ruined based on this. These were young people. Would that kind of statement go far enough here?
No, John, look, Megan's the expert on communication, but you simply say, you know, this kind of rhetoric will not be tolerated in this administration, and therefore we respect everybody who withdraws a nomination. Pretty simple.
All right, well, there we go. Pretty simple, they say. That's what they say, is pretty simple. But there we go. So within the span of 1 week, we got, 10 to 15 individuals, text messages released, group chats released, and all of them speak the same way about the same individuals. Will anything happen? No. I do believe that Paul will have another job. He probably won't be on the federal level, but one of these states are going to pick him up. Paul's a good guy. You know, we gave Paul a second chance, and he's deeply saddened about anyone he may have hurt or offended by those messages. That isn't what he initially wanted to portray when he was sending those messages. He thought it was a harmful joke. Obviously, he wouldn't say this in public. That's not how he feels. It shouldn't reflect on this young man. He served as a lawyer and attorney for over the last 6 years, and he's done a hell of a job. He's even got some men of Asian descent off of some cases. He got some black gentlemen off. So let's not hold this against Paul. So Paul will be working just like those other young Republicans that continue to be working. It may not be up in the federal government as high as they could have been, but I don't believe that any of them, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. Yeah, they may lose their jobs now, their little positions that they have, but none of them have, besides one, none of them have actually lost a job where they were getting financial incentives. They're just members on little boards or some bullshit. The young Republicans, the GOP of tomorrow. No one gives a fuck about that shit. That's like me saying, yeah, I'm on the board of real niggas. Who cares? You know what I mean? But I don't believe anything's going to happen to them. So that's the text message that were released. Exactly what we were expecting from these type of individuals. And I mean, hey, I mean, what else, man? as Kid Gravity would say, is AI is automated ignorance. That's really what it is, man. Like, I don't know, man. For them to be the brightest stars, the brightest future of them, this dude was 30 years old. It's not like he was, all right, if he's 17, 18 years old, it's like, all right, maybe 25, 26, hell no. 30, man, you out your damn mind. You think we about to let that slide. You got to get up out of here. So that's that. And I did want to do, let me see. Uh, bu- 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 bu. We'll take this to my home state. So next, what we're going to talk about is like the SNAP benefits. I gotta find it because I do have the facts and we have the numbers. I definitely wanted to talk about that a little bit. Let me see. We'll do this. And I guess we'll start with this one. And we'll even take it back. We'll take it back some years too. So first we'll start off with a little history lesson. We're going to take this way back in the time. Not way back, but we're going to take this back a little bit. And we're going to take this back 13 years. So everything that we've been told is a lie. When it comes to SNAP benefits, food stamps, typically when you hear food stamps, snaps, they always stereotype it and say that it's black people. They always say that it's black people. But even 13 years ago, this is the information that was provided.
When Newt Gingrich called President Obama the food stamp president, people either got mad or they gave him high fives. Well, now it's in his campaign ad.
Only Newt Gingrich can beat Obama.
More people have been put on food stamps by Barack Obama than any president in American history.
Joining us is Jim Chenoweth with the Food Bank North Florida's Second Harvest. Jim, there's been a lot of criticism coming from the Republican candidates about the administration being what they call an entitlement administration, that the government help that they give to people is a drain on the economy. You make the opposite case. Can you explain?
Absolutely. We really look at food stamps, or SNAP as the program is now called, as an investment in recovery. These are dollars that are being sent on to eligible individuals. It's a very rigorous process, and then spent at local businesses. This is a great way for tax dollars to help people in need and really help local economies.
So for every dollar that worth of food stamps, how much is that a stimulus in the economy?
Well, the Department of Agriculture statistics show that $1 of food stamps is equal to $1.80 of economic impact, and that's because of how those dollars then allow other people to keep their jobs, and their suppliers and contractors all through the whole food system that really benefit from those dollars being put to use.
I want to break out the numbers here. 45 million people are enrolled in this food stamp program. It is 14% of all Americans. Millions signed up during the worst recession since the Great Depression. Now, beyond the numbers here, describe for us who are the people who need food stamps, who are on food.
Now, we take it all the way back. This is when Obama was running for his second term, 2012. And we see that white people make up half the individuals that are on food stamps. We know they always try to put it on the black people. Oh, black people, they on welfare, they on food stamps, they taking all the benefits, they depend on. No. Let's clear that up. Since there were benefits provided to Americans, white people are the majority. They take up half of all the benefits that are given out. So everyone's saying, oh, good thing we're getting rid of food stamps. They're hurting themselves. The ones that voted for Donald Trump. And this is in 2012. And guess what? The numbers didn't do anything but increase. As of, I think it's 2024, the numbers are about 53% of people that use food stamps are white people. 47% come from Republican states. That tells you everything you need to know. The welfare, the beneficiaries, the handouts, it's not the black people that need it. Only 26% is black people. There's roughly 42 million black people in America. So that 26%, what you got? 50% is 20, 25 of that is 10, maybe 7 to 10 million people compared to 30-ish million white people that need food stamps. And this is in 2012. Now, remember, none of them liked Obama, but they all needed these damn food stamps.
Food stamps, has that profile changed?
Well, I think, frankly, the stereotype exists that it is a person who is unwilling to work or perhaps a homeless individual. But from our work, helping sign clients up for the program, we found that most of the clients are working families. A lot of them are people who've lost their job in the recession. I was just talking to one of my workers this morning, and she was telling me about two individuals who worked at a bagel shop in Flagler County, and they had gone into work one morning and the doors were closed, and the owner had to make the unfortunate decision to close his business, and they were left unexpectedly and suddenly without work. And so fortunately the SNAP program was there for them, and they were able to help get some of the groceries as they looked for another opportunity. These are people who want to work, and that's a common thread throughout all of this.
And are there
as
some
far
people,
as who they are?
Sure. I was just wondering if there's some people who qualify for food stamps who aren't receiving them.
Well, and that's really one of the things we're looking at. So we run a program in Flagler County to sign up, and currently, according to our data, only 64% of individuals who are potentially eligible for the program are enrolled, and so there's a large opportunity. As we look at the potential economic impact, if every one of those 3,000 plus households signed up, that would be more than $20 million that would be spent in businesses in Flagler County in the course of a year. So that has potential to be hugely significant.
So even back in 2012, up under Obama, the food stamp president, white people didn't like Obama, but they sure used the hell out of them food stamps, didn't they? They sure used the hell out of those food stamps, didn't they?
Well, health benefits aren't the only thing that could soon disappear. Millions of Californians on the federal SNAP program, also known as CalFresh, could see their benefits vanish because of the shutdown.
California and a host of other states are warning that SNAP recipients, if nothing changes, federal funding will end less than 2 weeks from now. And as NBC Bay Area's JD Hernandez tells us, many say they're just not sure how they're going to feed their families if that does happen.
I'm extremely worried. I am scared.
Contra Costa College student Megan Rojas DeVork says she, her brother, and single mom rely on the food bank and the CalFresh program to keep food on the table. She gets $200 a month on her CalFresh EBT card, and she needs every penny.
I definitely depend on those funds. I definitely need the money to be able to afford groceries for my family and to be able to eat at the end of the day.
But the SNAP benefits Megan and millions of others rely on are expected to run out of funding at the end of the month because of the government shutdown. The California Department of Social Services website warns the federally funded program will not get any more money until the president and Congress take action.
We are very concerned that thousands of families in this county and tens of thousands and more around the state are going to lose their food nutrition benefits and food stamps starting in November as a result of this government shutdown.
Contra Costa County Supervisor John Joya says more than 108,000 residents in Contra Costa County alone rely on SNAP. Grocery stores will also take a hit. Stores get millions of dollars in revenue from the program.
Having people go hungry, having families not receive nutrition benefits, I can't think of things how it gets any worse.
Food banks are now gearing up to fill the void. With grocery prices on the rise and federal workers furloughed, lines are already longer than normal. They say it's only going to get worse.
But if they're not having benefits, we're expecting to see new faces who have not come to the food bank before, and we're expecting people to come to more and more distributions.
Hello. Megan says she's already researching where she can pick up more free food, and she's not just worried for her own family.
Now, y'all not about to play some feel-good music at the end of this.
I'm definitely worried about others with small children, bigger families as well, and how they will manage to get by.
In Contra Costa County, Jody Hernandez. And
all right, so as we can see, there's going to be countless videos from every single state showing that people on SNAP benefits, according to Donald Trump and his administration, they make it seem that everyone that's on SNAP benefits are just people that aren't working. There's people working, it's just too damn expensive. So they need some subsidies that are going to actually help them out. There's military members. Military members, if you're active duty, you get housing and you get food pay and you get a clothing allowance once a year. Clothing allowance ain't nothing but like $150. You can't really get much with it. But you do get an extra like $300 a month. Well, when I was in up until 2017, I was getting about $330 a month for groceries. You know, it's your BAS, your food money, and then you got your BAH that cover your rent. But if the cost of everything is going up and you're budgeting for what you were making already, you can't afford. For me to go to the grocery store right now, a trip by myself is $200 to $250, and that's just for 2 weeks worth of groceries. And that's me by myself. So when my family was here, I spent about $300 for like a week and a half, if that. So it's not that people are on these benefits because they're not working. It's because they can't afford anything. The thing is, the cost of living, the cost of goods, the cost of services, everything increases, but wages don't increase. Minimum wage is pretty much the same across the board for the last 20 years. Now in California, individually, they rose it up to like $20 for fast food workers. But it's not that these people aren't working or they can't work. They can't afford to live. That's the problem. They can't afford to pay rent and then have money to go get food because rent goes up $100, $200 every single year. Then you got your insurances that are going up. And if the premiums of this healthcare, which the Democrats are trying to keep from expiring, the ACA tax credits that are expiring at the end of the year, which they keep saying, just open up the government, we'll talk about it later. No, you're not going to talk about it later. So that's why the Democrats have this closed. You keep hearing the illegals are on it. Yeah, anybody, if you get hurt and go to the emergency room, they're going to make sure you're treated and stable. But as far as this SNAP benefits, is people working, man. I'm pretty sure we all have, I'm pretty sure we all know somebody that are on SNAP benefits. And we know that they have a job. We know that they're working. It's just they either got fired from a job, laid off from a job, something had happened. So now they're at another job. You may be in between jobs. Your first check ain't coming until that second check hits. So there goes about a month that you got to wait. You could be in between jobs. It could be 2 months. It could be 3 months before you get another job. So it's not that these people aren't working or actively looking for jobs. It's just too expensive to live. Even with me, yeah, if I needed to, I'm good. But that doesn't mean I don't want my check to come in. I look at it like this. Everyone is living check to check. I don't care how much money you have, you're living check to check. That's just the way life is. You tell me one person that isn't living check to check. Every single person is living check to check unless you're a billionaire. If you weren't living check to check, then you wouldn't go to work. If you were able to live without waiting for your next check, you would never have a job. Every single person lives check to check. You a full-time content creator? You got to continue to put that work out. You need that next check to hit on the 20th. If that next check don't come, we see there's a lot of influencers that go broke. We see rappers go broke. We see actors go broke. Everyone is living check to check. Now, are you dependent on that next check? Maybe not as much as the next person, but you still waiting on it. Like next week next week I won't get a check. So I haven't had a full check since my last full check was today is October 21st. I got paid on the 14th. My last full check was September 30th. My last full check was September 30th. Next week will be a month since I got a full check. Will I say I'm hurting? For me, hurting is not being able to take a trip. I didn't go anywhere last weekend because I just spent $1,300 on the car, which would have been my trip money. But yeah, I'm waiting on that next check to hit. Will I be fine for the rest of the year into next year? Yeah. But still, I worked for that. I want that money. That's my check. So I'm living for that next check. You know, I always used to look at because on military bases, they accept WIC. And I was always like, my sister was on WIC. My oldest sister was on WIC. She had 2 boys, but my oldest sister had 2 jobs. She had 2 jobs and shit was still expensive. I mean, it is what it is, man. With these, yeah, he talking about not doing any back pay, but he ain't really got no control over that. That's the thing with Congress. Congress is supposed to be stepping up and stopping everything this fool is doing. Congress is supposed to be blocking all of it, but they all in the pocket. And that's what I say. This is only going to last for a little bit. It's only going to last for a little bit because once he's out the way, there's not going to be enough loyalty to JD Vance to the fact that everyone's going to stand around because now everyone's going to be clawing for that number 1 spot. And that's what we see with let me show you something.
Day 8 of the federal government shutdown. And here's what is expected today. The Senate is expected to vote on rival proposals, each with hopes of forcing a breakthrough. Republicans are pushing that they are calling a clean continuing resolution and Democratic plan with several amendments. Meanwhile, White House officials will press their interpretation that furloughed workers are not automatically entitled to back pay unless Congress explicitly appropriates it.
They're going to appropriate that. Now, so remember, there's 3 different statuses during the shutdown. You have furlough. Furlough are the people that are at home not getting paid. One of my employees is on furlough status. So he's at home right now. I talked to him yesterday. He's doing all right. Furlough status, you're at home and you're not getting paid. Then you have exempt status. Exempt status is you go to work, you continue to get paid. Initially, my job was exempt. Some reason they changed our code in this summer, and now I'm on expected. So you have furlough, at home working, at home, not working, not getting paid. You got expected, at work, not getting paid. then exempt. Exempt is at work getting paid. So there's 3 statuses up under that. Now they're talking about not paying furlough workers, the ones that are at home not getting paid, which is that's not anything that they chose. Now I'm pretty sure whenever this does pass, the Democrats are going to have that in there, the back pay, because that right there, if it isn't in there, that's going to turn the whole base as far as federal workers and family members against them. Now, that's the only tough thing about this MAGA shit. This is like a cult. They don't care how bad it is. You know, I was debating this white gentleman when the whole shutdown started, and I was trying to explain to him why the Democrats were closing it. Do I want it to be closed? Hell no. I want my checks to come in. But they're stopping it for the benefits. Now, what he told me was when he was in the military, he hated Obama because there was a shutdown and he didn't get paid. You know, I got laid off when Obama was in office because they didn't, the budget got cut from us. But, as I was 23, 24 at the time. So I wasn't really caring too much about it. It's like, it is what it is, man. Fuck them all. But he said he hated Obama. Now, when I told him, I guess you hate Trump now, don't you? He said, nah, because I was doing some research and it was on the speakers. I said, so if you blaming the speakers now for this shutdown, then why weren't you doing that with Obama? He's like, oh, well, he got the stutter in the same way Trump does whenever you call him out on his lies. But we got Marjorie Taylor Greene, and we see what she's doing. Now, she's in Georgia. And what she's trying to do is jump ahead of the rest of MAGA. Because Trump, as I said, there's only 3 years left. Yeah, he's going to try to do a whole bunch of wild shit and try to stay in office. We'll deal with that when we get there. But health reasons, he might not make it that far. So when J.D. Vance comes into power, or they make it through this election and they got to get to the next one, to the next presidential election, everyone's going to be going against each other. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to jump ahead of it and stay MAGA, but branch out on her own. So that's why we hear her talking about the health benefits. That's why we hear her talking about the Epstein list. Now, we still can't trust anything that she says because she still gets on Twitter and tweets out some wild shit talking about the extreme left and all that shit. But as far as an alliance right now, we definitely going to need to pull her in because she's trying to jump ahead. Because when Trump is gone, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of in-house fighting, and it's going to be funny to watch. And I'm going to be here covering it all. I'm Mo J. This is the Mo you know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
For the public, the hardest hit at the nation's airports. FAA facilities across the country are already short-staffed, and flight delays, congestion, and safety pressures are likely to worsen today. All right. So we're also looking at Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is breaking with her own party over health care. Now, that's one of the key items that forced this shutdown, or at least triggered the shutdown. In a long post on X, Greene said that this is becoming a personal issue, stating, quote, when the tax credits expire this year, my own adult children's insurance premiums for 2026 are going to double, along with the wonderful families and hardworking people in my district.
Because of the Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, as Marjorie Taylor Greene herself has acknowledged, tens of millions of people are about.
Oh yeah, real quick. If you haven't heard, a January 6th terrorist that was pardoned by Donald Trump was planning to assassinate Hakeem Jeffries today. The more you know. They arrested him. They found the text messages. Hakeem Jeffries is supposed to be speaking either today or tomorrow. They arrested the guy on Sunday, but he was plotting to try to assassinate Hakeem Jeffries. They just arrested him on Sunday. So
to experience dramatically increased health insurance costs. How is that acceptable?
All right, let's get some more perspective on this with Republican strategist and frequent panelist member on the Georgia Vote, Mark Roundtree. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Chesley. Good morning.
Good morning to you. All right, let's start with the big picture here. We heard Greene's stance. So it's isolated or robust, stating that the broader thinking of Republicans on the politics behind Obamacare. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think reasonable people can conclude that Obamacare has been a financial disaster for the country. It is causing premiums to rise dramatically now, and those premiums get paid either by the taxpayers or the individuals. So this is sort of taking the veil off of how expensive Obamacare has now become. It also has resulted in a lot of families not being able to get the doctors they want. So I think there is a lot of support for replacing Obamacare, maybe even among both political parties, though I don't know that Democrats would want to phrase it that way. But I think there are going to be changes over the course of the next few years in this.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Marjorie Taylor Greene?
I think it's what inarticulately Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying, is that this is a broken system.
This fucker don't know what he's talking about. Marjorie Taylor Greene clearly said that they needed to extend the ACA tax credits, which are a part of Obamacare. Obamacare is working. That's why she's saying we need to extend the tax credits so that insurance doesn't double. So this guy's just talking. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. She clearly said that. She didn't say, let's come up with a new healthcare policy. She said, let's extend the tax credits. So he's a liar. We won't listen to anything else that he's talking about because we just read off the text message or the tweets, and it didn't say anything about let's build a different healthcare system. It was let's extend the tax credits for the ACA so her adult children won't be getting charged double. So this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Whoever the hell he is, get him off TV. You get him off the television. He's lying to us in our face. We just heard the message that she said. All right. Well, that's what's going on with the SNAP benefits and health benefits. They are going to double. November 1st is open enrollment. I'm canceling my insurance. Initially, I was paying like $180. It's supposed to go, it's like $202 now. And I think it's going to be like $388 in November. So I'm like, no. I'm just going to cancel that. And, cause you know, in the States, I get free health care, but over here, I got to have international health care. I'm just going to be going to the ER. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go to the ER. Whenever I need something, I'm going to go to the ER. But I'm canceling my insurance November 1st because I'm not paying $400 a month for some fucking insurance. That's you just out your mind. But there we go for the SNAP benefits and the health benefits. All right. So what we at? Okay, we're a little over an hour now. We good. We good.
She.
And of course, this Republican strategist Mark Roundtree
Doesn't have a current solution to it, which is odd because I think a lot of Republicans have proposed a lot of different options. So I think a lot of people would have liked to have seen what's her alternative.
She never said anything about an alternative. She's fine with Obamacare. Just extend the ACA subsidies. But of course, it's a Republican. But that shows you they know the truth. They just won't talk about the truth because that's not their agenda. All right. So what we got? What else?
Bay Area News.
Oh, well, they building the ball at the White House, if y'all care about that. All right. So what we'll do, we'll talk about TSA. And if you guys have a topic, we'll go over the topic. I do want to just talk about the TSA real quick in the flights. And yesterday I made the decision. I'm not coming back to the States, guys. I was going to go back for Thanksgiving. October 6th was my 2-year anniversary. I was going to go back home for Thanksgiving. But with this shutdown and me potentially not getting a full check till November, mid-November, December, I can't go back home. So I won't be going home this year. Maybe in 26 I'll touch American soil again. But until then, I'll just be here. All right, let me see something. What is this? 2 weeks ago? No, I was gonna come back. I was gonna come back for Thanksgiving. I was gonna fly out here Thursday. I was gonna fly out Thursday, get there late Thursday night, and I was gonna stay to that next Saturday after Thanksgiving. But not now. And I know a lot of people say, they say, oh man, I ain't working for free.
This morning,
That's messed up. I wouldn't be working for free. Let me tell you something. During the government shutdown, you not showing up to work because you're not getting paid will be the dumbest thing you could do. Because once the government shutdown is over with, they will fire you. If I stop going to work, they will fire me. You still have to work, even if you're not getting paid, because you'll get back paid. So they're still paying you for your time. It's just once the budget and everything is allotted. So all those people talking about, oh, I wouldn't be going to work if they wasn't paying me. You would be the dumbest motherfucker ever. Because not only are you now missing the couple of checks that you're missing during the government shutdown, you don't have a fucking job when the shutdown is over with. So what are you doing? Because no one's hiring right now. What, you gonna go work at? You gonna leave the federal system and go be a seasonal worker at Target? What you gonna do? So you gonna fuck off the rest of your career because you didn't want to work without getting paid. So for all the people that say that, and I'm telling, like, that would be stupid. You're gonna fuck yourself over in the long run for this temporary hurt that we gotta go through. So yeah, you still have to work. Even though I'm not getting paid, I still gotta show up to work, or they will fire my black ass. So whenever you hear people talk about that, oh man, if it was me, your ass would be at work too. They gonna fire your ass if you ain't. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. TSA does have some delays.
government shutdown causing air traffic delays across the country. Air traffic controller staffing issues leading to delays at a number of airports overnight, according to the FAA. From the East Coast, including Newark and Philadelphia, to Atlanta, to Chicago, to Dallas. During the government shutdown, air traffic controllers considered essential workers have been working without pay. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says some are working 6 days a week and 50-plus hours.
They're frustrated. They deserve to be treated better.
While some federal employees work without pay, many others put on unpaid leave. And now those impacts being felt throughout the government. The federal agency that oversees America's nuclear stockpile will furlough most of its staff today, with about 1,400 going on leave and fewer than 400 remaining to guard the stockpile, an Energy Department spokesperson telling CNN. While in Washington, there's still no end in sight to the partisan stalemate. Many Democrats calling for the president to be more involved.
He's not taking it seriously. We will get out of this shutdown within a matter of days or hours once the president engages.
Democrats have been holding out for a deal on health care, specifically extending subsidies for plans offered under the Affordable Care Act. President Trump and Republicans are opposed to that.
We're not going to destroy our health care for the Democrats.
The House not even in session as the two parties battle.
I refuse to allow us to come back and engage in anything until the government's reopened, when the Democrats do the right thing for the people.
And as you saw, Democrats continue to insist that President Trump is the key to unlocking a breakthrough on the shutdown, but he is showing no signs of getting directly involved. In fact, he's invited Republican senators to the White House tomorrow night to thank them for holding the line and for ushering through his administration appointments.
Now, with all this going on, I seen Torian. What up, Torian?
Craig.
With all these delays going on, that does bring me to
This morning, crisis averted at the world's busiest airport. The family of Billy Joe Cagle called police to report.
That brings me to a gentleman brought a chopper to the airport with the intent to light that motherfucker up. Now, they did capture this man, and we have it. I don't know why it's blurry like this. Give me a second.
He was armed, live streaming on social media, and headed to the Atlanta airport. Surveillance video shows Cagle walking around a crowded terminal where he is confronted by officers. Police say he was not armed when they found him, but they did find an AR-15 with 27 rounds of ammunition inside his truck, which was parked just outside. CNN's Isabel Rosales has details.
This started at 9:29 in the morning, where
Why is this so
Billy
damn blurry? Give me a second. Give me a second. It's blurry as hell. I don't know why it was. I thought I had the good one. Of course, now it wants to go slow as hell once we get here.
This morning, crisis averted at the world's busiest airport. The family of Billy Joe Cagle called police to report he was armed, live streaming on social media, and headed to the Atlanta airport. Surveillance video shows Cagle walking around a crowded terminal where he is confronted by officers. Police say he was not armed when they found him, but they did find an AR-15 with 27 rounds of ammunition inside his truck, which was parked just outside. CNN's Isabel Rosales has details.
This started at 9:29 in the morning, where Billy Cagle, he's on video arriving there at the South Terminal. 2 minutes later, he leaves his car outside and then goes inside of the airport. The police chief here in Atlanta saying that he was very interested in the TSA check-in area that was heavily crowded with travelers. Now, by 9:40 a.m., this is when Cartersville Police Department, an hour north of Atlanta, alerts APD that there's a potential threat because they were hearing from the family of the suspect that he was on social media streaming, that he was armed, that he was headed to the airport to, quote, shoot it up. Cartersville police saying that he had, quote, intention to inflict harm to as many people as he could. Now, by 9:54, he was arrested there on the ground, not armed. This would have been 15 minutes since that first call came in to APD.
All right, with us now, CNN senior national security analyst Julia Kayyem. Julia, good to see you this morning. What went right here?
The family went right. We are consistently urging family members, community members to notify police when they have suspicions, when they see, in this case, this sort of performative live streaming of potential violence. Too often, family members either think they can handle it themselves or sort of deny it in their own minds. And so the family basically stopped what looked like, from all details, was going to be an attempted mass shooting at the country's largest airport.
Yeah, it's impossible to know what would have happened had the family not called. But can you decipher anything about how deep he actually got into the airport, where he's walking around live streaming?
Man, it looked like he just in the check-in area, but they said he went over to the TSA lines. I haven't been to Atlanta airport in a while. How close are the TSA lines to where you check in? Is it upstairs, or is it all on the same floor? You got to go down to one end. Like I said, I haven't been in Atlanta since 2013. So
Streaming with his phone there, what maybe red flags that should have raised independent of the family calling?
Yes. Well, I mean, the first is, of course, the way he parked his car outside of what's presumably the departure area. It's angled. It's a truck in.
So this is how he parked? So he just pulled up. Oh, yeah. As soon as we seen him pull up like this, you're supposed to be on his ass. And he in the flatbed truck. Yeah. As soon as he got out, it's supposed to be guns drawn on his ass. Any other time I'm going to the airport, hey, you can't park here. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. This nigga done parked the whole truck sideways. Oh, yeah. As soon as he would have came out, it would have been guns drawn. This ain't even the type of truck you bring to the airport. If you do, you take that around to the planes, to the cargo side. You don't just pull this truck up front.
In terms of could it be carrying explosives, airports really do generally have a way to identify those and then to move them, because I'm not even thinking.
Yeah, look. Because I wouldn't say they brought the vehicle up here. He just parked like this and went inside. So I guess this is the drop off. because we see vehicles with the trunks open. So this is the drop off. I guess he parked sideways, and people were thinking he probably was just going inside, but yeah, where's the any other time? Hey, keep it moving. Where's that person at? It shouldn't have took somebody on live stream to say this. The dude that's supposed to be walking up and down the street, or he probably seen some shit, was scared as hell and was like, man, fuck that. I'll let the police deal with that. But yeah, whoever's out there that's supposed to be keeping traffic moving is supposed to be like, hey, sir, you can't park that truck like that. You gotta get that raggedy shit up out of here. I'm just glad nothing happened though.
About the gun in the car. The second is he's looking at soft areas at an airport, and there's always going to be soft, more exposed areas of an airport as you go to the hardened part, which is of course the TSA line. That area is going to be the most congested because people are going from free flow to secure flow, and there's always going to be a buildup, and that's always been a worry. You saw police are constantly there. But it wouldn't have taken much for him to go in, check it out, see where he maybe wanted to do something, get the gun, which is probably a 1 minute walk away. And so, I think Atlanta airport police are going to have to assess, in particular, that sort of 10-minute lag when the car's there and he's in the airport.
Yeah. Look.
Since this is federal, this should automatically be 10 years, man. Bringing a weapon to the airport, even if I don't believe all of that. Oh, I forgot my weapon in my bag. It ain't. If you bring a weapon to an airport, it should automatically be 10 years. I know it's harsh, but come on, man. This is a crowded public place, man. Bringing a weapon that isn't safely locked up and secured should be automatic 10 years. If you take a weapon to the airport, that shit should be 10 years. If you online talking about you gonna go shoot up an airport and you get caught, that should be 10 years, man. You need to start making examples out of everybody. In a permanent no-fly list. When you get out, permanent, no flying ever again. Hell, we might not even let your ass on the buses. If the bus goes across state lines, you can't get on the bus either.
Look, I don't know exactly where it was situated at the Atlanta airport, which I've been in quite frequently, but generally speaking, you can't park a car like that, anywhere near the drop-offs or pickups and then walk away. And at a lot of airports you're at, they'll stop you the minute you try something like that.
Well, I just say, where's that person at? But then again, it is the government shutdown. They might only have one person or two people walking the whole pickup drop-off. It might not even be police officers at this point. It might just be two regular baggage handlers that are walking up and down here telling people. We don't know. They understaffed. And I put a video in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, it's pinned in the chat. But I put a video in there of Atlanta and how backed up it was in TSA. So it was basically the perfect storm. There's less security there. People aren't showing up. TSA agents aren't there. We heard air traffic controllers. They aren't showing up to work. They're working 6 days, 50 plus hours. Now, I know that check, when they get that back pay check, I ain't gonna lie, that mug gonna be lovely. You're gonna be sitting around 20 bands with all that overtime they getting. But yeah, man. Fortunately, nobody was hurt here. The airports, they're all backed up, and it's gonna be like that for a while. We already seen delays throughout this whole year. The FAA, they haven't been doing a great job. We seen in the beginning of the year, we were hearing about all those almost collisions. We've seen a couple of collisions. Yeah, man, fucking Donald Trump, man, he gutted all of this shit, and this is where we are today. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, and y'all be safe traveling, man. Arrive on time, man. Get to your gate on time. Well, they said he was on live, so the family called. They said he was on live. He probably just talking. Ooh, man, I wanna go up here and do this. He wasn't gonna do shit, man. Scary ass. If he was really gonna do it, he would have did it. He was trying to build up that courage. He was looking for a comment in the chat to say, man, do that shit. That's what he was looking for because he wasn't gonna do it. I told you a lot of these fuckers, they talk that shit online. They ain't gonna do nothing in real life. Not saying underestimate them, but for the most part, they ain't gonna do nothing. All right, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me see something. All right. All right, so we pretty much good. I think Torian said Jonathan Renderneck. What the fuck is that? Let me see. Oh, we will be doing a Tubi movie tonight also. I told y'all we about to. Oh, the guy that was from Florida that went out there. Oh wait, no, this is the LA resident. I thought it was a dude from Florida that went out to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you see, I mean, was he casing,
That's what Eric said. He was casing a joint, doing a little pregame, little pre-survey. All right, well, there we go. We had an hour and a half. Y'all got any topics? Y'all can go ahead and send me a topic and we'll do that. We did 3 today. Cool. Oh, the National Guard. So he is authorized to send the National Guard to Portland, but it's only the Guard federal buildings. But if you look at what the judge said, the judge, it was a 2-1 to vote in the appellate court up there in Portland, but the 23rd district, they're about to go over it, and she sent it up to the 23 people on the panel, and they're going to all go over it. But she even said we need to get a hold of this immediately before Donald Trump illegally sends the National Guard up there. So in the 2 judges that voted for it, they even said in their I don't know what you would say, not the rebuttal, but in their statement, they even said that Portland isn't a war zone. So they were trying to clear themselves, even though they were letting Donald Trump do it. So it looks like it's going to get sent up to the 23rd district to have the whole panel, because it was just the 3 panel that went over it. So it looks like they're going to have all 23 members, all 23 judges go over it, and we'll see what happens from there. Yeah. So if y'all got anything, I got like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we're gonna get ready for the Tubi movie. Oh, well, let me see this. Matter of fact, we're gonna watch a body cam real quick. We got to get us a little ignorant stuff in. You know what I mean? I can't go a day without it.
On August 15, 2024, officers responded to a hotel where...
All right, so we do got some body cam footage. We're going to watch this real quick. It's been a while. Oh, Eric, I'm doing a video on that. I wanted to do some research, and I wanted to put together like the top heists. I got you on that one, Eric. I'm gonna do a video over that one. I should have it up by the end of the week. But I'm trying to put together some research on like the top heists, because hey, you remember we did the $200 million heist on my channel when we watched that documentary. So yeah, I'm gonna get a video for that. Because I'm trying to put together like a list of like the top heists. All right, trust me, I was looking at that like, damn. And that shit just happened. What was it, Monday? Was it Monday or Sunday night? I was like, damn, they got in and out too. I was like, the crazy thing about that though, you really have to be tied in the underworld, because you can't sell what they stole. You can't sell that just on the open market. Either you got to break it down or you got to hold it, and then you can probably get the museum to wire some money, either wire some money or probably do like a Bitcoin transaction where they do some money laundering, they put it in there and boom, boom, and send it out. Because I was wondering, what the hell are they gonna do with that? They can't go nowhere with it and sell it. You know, it's not like the movies. This ain't 1975 where you could do a big heist like that and then sell the jewels to like some foreign country and no one finds out about it. You know what I mean? I was definitely wondering what the hell they're gonna do with that. And I was waiting for some YouTube videos to pop up where they go in details of, you know, what they could do. And because I haven't really heard of too many criminal organizations that will be able to put that together. So that was another reason I was waiting to see if there's going to be some videos dropping this week, because I wanted to get the history of the most expensive heist, but I also wanted to see if there were any leads to any organizations, because I wanted to do some research on them. But no videos have really popped up yet. But trust me, I'm gonna have a video for that. Exactly, broad daylight. This is a movie type shit. It's just crazy. But I'm gonna do a video on that, like a 10-15 minute video. Nah, you don't commit a heist like that to hold on to it. When you commit a heist like that, you got to get paid. You got to get that off somehow. All right, here we go. We got some body cam footage. It's supposed to be a woman learns the consequences of fighting in public. So we'll watch this and then we'll get on out of here. It's been a while.
On August 15, 2024, officers responded to a hotel where 3 women had been fighting.
What's going on?
Okay, so I was downstairs and I guess I was talking to
Hold up. Take a deep breath.
my sister went to
Take a
jail.
deep breath.
What this dude got it? He holding the camera up. She looked like she was scrapping. What y'all think she won? Put in the chat. Y'all think blue shirt won or she got whooped on? Because she talking to the police. So I'm assuming she got her ass whooped.
Well, we talked calm down.
But my sister had,
Listen, who are you to her?
my brother.
Listen to him. Take a deep breath. We don't have to talk right now. Just take a deep breath.
Relax. I am, Lord.
What's up?
Okay, so I went downstairs. For me going downstairs,
Who's the other person
I'm
that was
talking in
involved?
the lobby.
Okay.
I don't even know the girl. She was like, "Oh, she's a minor.
Go and tell you.
She's a minor. She's a minor." So I was like, "I'm not about to hear her, man." So somebody else come downstairs, and the whole time the lady in the front office, she watching. So I'm like, "I'm not about to hear her."
Okay.
Still backing up towards the elevator. What the thing got the button?
Yeah, she got the shit beat out of her. She doing too much talking. I'm not about to hear her. And I was backing up to the elevator and they whooped my ass.
Yeah.
So she getting to hit me. What am I supposed to do?
I'm not about to hit her. And then she get to hitting me. Man, you should have been hitting back. All that I'm not about to hear her. You better be fighting back in this mug. That's how you know who lost a fight. Whoever goes to talk to the police first is the nigga that lost.
I'm supposed to do myself. So the old lady, I didn't hit the little girl. So the old lady come in. I'm just like, damn, they jumping me.
Who are these other people?
I don't know them.
Random people?
I don't know. Yeah, just random people.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Barbara wasn't getting involved in that shit. Hey, look at the lady at the desk. Look at the lady at the desk. She's like, hey, check us in our fucking hotel. We don't care about that fighting shit, nigga. Y'all can talk about that on your own time. We either trying to check out. What time is it? It says 22. There ain't no 10 at night. So look, they at the desk. Look, what the hell he trying to steal from behind the counter?
Was there someone here who witnessed it, or?
I saw it. 2 of the females is in room 115.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen the video. They tripped his ass over there too.
Yeah, it's like a little kid that bring the little girl in to ask the little girl out. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, the little girl don't got nothing to do with why y'all bringing in the little girl. So just don't bring her into it.
Okay.
So all of them come in, they start jumping me. In the front, they start jumping me. So I'm like, damn, Rebecca, you
Damn, Rebecca ain't help. Why this nigga ain't help?
just see that? She sitting up there lying to me. So I'm like, damn, I ain't see that.
The employee, Rebecca?
Yes.
Okay.
You sitting up there lying like you ain't see it, bitch, the whole time. I swear to God.
The camera was.
The whole time Rebecca watching us.
So two of the females that were involved is in room 115, and she claimed one of them has a gun.
Okay.
There was another female.
That were involved in the fight?
Yeah, but there was
This is a
another
Holiday
female
Inn? What is this?
involved, but went in a black terrain vehicle and left.
You need medical attention, miss, or you think you're
No
okay?
man in her attention. I want to press charges. Because there's nowhere in hell. You told me don't touch the little child.
Okay.
The little girl tried to come in my face and swing at me.
Okay.
She slid me against the face.
Okay.
Damn.
So what to do? They both started jumping me.
Okay.
So I start fighting back to the lady.
Okay.
You gonna sit up?
Shit. I'd have been, listen, if I'm getting attacked, I don't care who you are. That kid would have got their ass kicked. The mama would have got their ass kicked. If the daddy were there, he would have got his ass kicked. The grandma in the wheelchair trying to wheel her ass up out of here would have got her ass tipped over. Oh, at that point, if the kid hit me, then everybody's getting him. And at that point, if you're getting jumped, you got to use weapons. There's nothing illegal about using weapons and getting jumped.
They're trying to beat up on me in self-defense, bitch.
Okay.
Let's see what she found.
All right,
God.
Am I stepping out?
Yeah, sure.
Who is this? The kid or this the mom? This better not be the kid. If this is the kid, you gotta fight this motherfucker like a goddamn adult.
Do you have anyone else in there?
Yeah, my sister. She was laying down. She
Okay.
some clothes.
Okay. Were you involved? What happened?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay. Mind stepping over here and talking to me?
Yeah. Go to the room.
God damn, they were putting the fucking belt to ass. Nigga.
Some of them going to sleep. Fuck that!
Let me tell you something. Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home. Run! Run! Let me tell you something. Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home. Run! Run! Let me tell you something. Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home. Run! Run! Let me tell you something. Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home. Run! Run! Let me tell you something. Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home. Run! Run! Let me tell you something. Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home. Run! Run!
We straight killers, yo. Some of them going to sleep. Fuck that!
God damn. They were beating the shit out of that guy. I apologize. I didn't know it was like this. Yeah, you got to tell the police. You got to file a complaint. You got to press charges. You got to take their ass to court. I see why old boy ain't jump in. This is, hey, you know, fellas, sometimes you got to be a gentleman. You got to let women handle their situation like women. Women to women, or do they call it woman to woman? I'm not jumping in on this. My girl, you got into it with them. Y'all, you gonna have to figure it out, baby. I got your back, though. Win, lose, or draw, you still my baby. You still my boo. But that's between you and those two.
Mind coming over here, man?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just do me a favor. Take a few deep brush, okay?
She got grass in her hair.
Oh, you say 10 o'clock. All right, go. Is there anybody else in there that was involved?
No.
Okay. Was there any guns involved or anything?
No.
You guys have any guns?
No.
Okay.
So how did it all start?
We need some 1080p in here. We need to be able to
She
see
said
this.
something to me while I'm helping my kids.
Okay.
I said,
What did she say?
what's the problem? Do she need some help? Like, do you need, like, so she told me, yeah, come on. My sister, the kids run back through. My sister, I hear the kids here.
That's your sister, I think?
Yeah, she come back through. You know, she the oldest, I'm the youngest child. Oh my God.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know people gonna take this the wrong way because they can't take a joke, or they're gonna say it's fat phobia. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm keeping my hand on my taser just in case shit gets out of control. Non-lethal, but I'm keeping my hand on my taser just in case, because she said, "Come on, you want to go?" And I said, "All right, let's go then." So this motherfucker obviously ain't backing down, but I'm keeping my hand on my taser. Fuck that.
I'm 19, I'll be
19?
20 in October.
Are you wanting to press charges on anybody for anything?
No.
Let me go see what they have.
No.
We need to see the damn scrap.
Okay, do you need any medical?
No, I just hot. I don't even.
Do you mind sitting down? You want to sit down and help you? You can sit down.
I don't even come outside. I don't even sit in this lobby. All I know is she's a grown woman coming after my 18-year-old sister.
Wait, she just told us she was 19 years old. And I'm thinking, when she said it was a kid, I'm thinking like a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old. This is a 19-year-old. This is a damn adult. And it ain't a little adult either. That's a full-grown adult. I was thinking they would talk about like a literal kid, like 10, 12, maybe 14. This motherfucker says she's 19 years old. Or, yeah, 19. She turned 20 in October. So she's 21 now. Yeah, they are in the hotel. I don't know where.
I tried to defuse it multiple times.
What do you want us to do for you today? Would you like to press charges for battery or no?
No, she don't. No, I'm not worried. I'm not pressing
You don't want to press charges or testify in court or anything?
No.
Okay.
But if she want to go to court, we can go to court. But I don't need to press charges.
All right. Are they wanting to press charges out there, you know? She said she wanted to. Okay.
Wait, we need to see the footage to see who initiated this.
Ariana went to jail, so I'm trying to go get the baby, bitch. So I go downstairs and I'm like, I'm talking on the phone because she think I'm downstairs.
Oh.
Hello.
Still trying to figure it out. Like, she want to talk to everybody else on the phone. Not domestic, though, right? She want to talk to everybody else on the phone rather than talk to us. So.
The whole time I today, she a minor. So I'm like, don't touch me. Her mama come outside. Like, if she gonna try to come press the bitch. Hold on, Auntie Yellow.
Do you need our assistance?
No, I don't need your assistance. I'm just saying, like, I don't like how that minor just try to push up on me. Like, if I couldn't do anything,
Y'all quit calling this motherfucker a minor. This is an adult. She's 19 years old. It ain't no damn minor. Minor is under the age of 18.
I can't do nothing. You're a minor, bitch.
Do you need fire department or anything like that?
No, I don't need none of that.
We're here to help you. That's all that I want to get to the bottom of. Like, we're here to help. Do you stay here?
Yeah, I stay here.
Are you guys related at all, or is just another person staying
It's
here?
my brother.
No, but the person that.
No, I'm not related to her. I was on the phone. My sister went to jail.
Okay.
Just recently. So I'm trying to go pick up her baby.
Right.
So I'm on the phone talking to somebody else. I'm arguing. So she gets to the little girl. Before that,
Yep.
the little girl that was just with them with the little ponytail, the little girl just heard me arguing on the phone.
Right.
Literally, she just heard me arguing on the phone. I guess she seen my nipple piercing, so she went like this. So I'm like,
oh, so there is so there's another. All right. So there's another little kid. Because remember, she said her sister. So I'm guessing there's a little kid in the room that is a minor. And that was the one, the minor went across the face and I guess grabbed the nipple ring. And then she ended up scrapping with the 18, 19, we don't know how old, 20-year-old. Okay. Because she said there was a minor that grabbed her nipple piercing. What kind of kid is that goes up to somebody and grabs someone's titty? See, now we need to see who's all in that room. We need to see who's all in the room.
damn, that's kind of weird. She go back inside.
Like to herself?
The little girl, she go like this.
To herself, though. Like,
Yes, to
okay.
herself. So she go like that
Oh,
to herself. So I'm like, damn, that's weird. So she go back inside 30 minutes later. It's a big ass bitch. So she come outside, so she like.
She said it's a big ass bitch. I ain't saying, y'all. She said it. I'm just mocking what she said.
Oh, she come outside. She's sitting right there in the corner of the little. You see the little window that's open. She's sitting in the corner. So she was like, she get to on the phone like.
You ain't the smallest of bitches. There's two big ass bitches fighting.
Oh, I don't know who this bitch that she's talking to. The bitch in the blue shirt. Don't know who the bitch talking to.
Who hit who?
She hit my sister. My sister's in between us. She's like, no, please don't. I don't want to react the way I shouldn't. She walk up on me. My sister stand in front. Which boom. So my sister go back and fight.
Okay, who punched who first?
I'm not even. I can't even say I don't remember. I see my sister fighting. My sister was facing me, and holding the girl back like no. And then the fight.
So she facing you like this, just in between.
And she did in the fight break out. So I'm like, my mama walking. I'm looking at my mom, and I look back, and I'm like, my sister fighting. So it's wrong, but I'm not letting my sister fight, win, lose. I'm fighting with her. After that, my mom come in. My mom's strong. She's a big lady, but she's strong. So she
said, "My mama, a big lady, but she's scrambling." There's no way I could be a cop, man. I'm like, hey, man, look. Hey, y'all go to y'all room. Leave her ass alone, man. Don't get into it. If not, if we got to come back up here, everybody going to jail.
She backed me up awkward. Mine already had put her hands on me.
Okay.
So I pushed her away. So for me putting her away, trying to defend myself, they both jumped me.
I see.
So they both jumped me. The other lady come outside, so she come outside with her hand in her bag with her gun. So
she got a gun.
Run up if you think you want to. She got her hand in the bag. I see the whole gun.
You saw a gun?
Yeah, I seen it in her handbag. She got her handbag on. Right hand side. She walking right there by the so she's like, run up if you want to. Run up if you want to. Run up if you want to.
You wasn't gonna do shit. You scared of that motherfucking gun. They were jumping your ass. That motherfucking gun was gonna lay your ass out. Now you talking tough to the police, but you just told us your ass was crying. They jumped me, but now you talking about they had a gun. You telling her to run up with the gun. I think you're lying to us.
It's your daughter?
That's my sister.
Oh, excuse me.
The man come in, you got my sister here pushing my mom.
I heard something about a child.
I'm already fighting.
My niece and nephews was out here with my sister
Where they are
when the
now?
girl stuck. I'm literally just them away.
Okay, but this from the building?
No.
Or like away?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So the other female started it, right?
Yeah.
She hit you first? Okay. And you say...
I swear to God, you check my record. I don't even go outside. I don't do altercations, but I'm not gonna sit here and let you. I can't. My sister fight, I'm going too. I can't. I'm so it's wrong. Do what you gotta do. I don't want to press no charges. She pressing that song. I don't care. I'm not.
The female in the blue shirt and gray pants, she was at that corner and she was yelling and all that other shit. And then I see the female in the
green shirt
come around the corner and they start yelling and pointing and doing the usual.
Rebecca, you supposed to, you got hotel chains, hotel service. You supposed to break that up. You work there. You supposed to break that up.
Dance, and then the female in the orange or the orangish reddish dress, she come around and she tried to keep them apart,
Separating.
but it didn't work. And then you got the kids here and there, and then here comes the mama, and they were trying to get it settled down, but didn't.
I asked you. I say, I understand she coming at you. Just get on the elevator. I was helping outside. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this in here. But you keep coming at me, we can take it outside. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't go nowhere, I don't do nothing, I stay in one place and I don't have nothing to lose. So I really don't care. You're not gonna keep coming at me and you think I'm supposed to be quiet. I'm not. She telling her like, hey yo, this is my little sister, she barely grown, da 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 da. She didn't care, so I don't care.
Are we able to see that? Am I able to see that at the moment? The camera?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No.
No.
I'm walking outside, she goes to the elevator. She's like, oh, let me go put on my clothes. So that she was gonna get ready to fight or whatever. No, like, no, we can go outside right here. Like,
We could take you to the parking lot. We ain't gotta fight any. Actually, we don't even have to fight here. We could go somewhere else and
Losing down hair and shit today. Like, I don't got time for this shit.
Come in on the back one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's adamant that there was a zero. Okay. But we'll see. Because at first she said no, and then now she's saying yes.
This is just the network.
She might be,
Yes.
from what it sounds like.
Mhm.
It might be what?
She might be the instigator from what it sounds like.
It-
Everyone here is calm.
Yeah, that's, I mean.
So Blue is the instigator.
Yeah.
As review. Oh, they ain't gonna show us the security footage.
Are you willing to write a statement or anything?
Oh shit, you scared.
Come here a minute. Yeah.
This ain't no hotel you want to stay at. If you start looking at all the guests around here, it probably turns into yeah, this isn't anywhere you want to be after dark. Let me just put it like that.
Yep, they pressing charges. Where are they?
First one.
Over there?
Yes.
They got 8 cop cars up here.
Do me a favor, face the car. You are going to be? Yep. Everybody is. Everybody is.
Harry!
Yeah, you should have just
We
left.
got 2 more inside.
What?
We got 2 more inside.
All right.
Thank
Can
you.
not put it so tight on me, please?
Yes, ma'am. I'll try my best.
Why she going to jail? Why they can't go to jail?
But I didn't do anything. That's all.
Are you okay?
Shut up,
The
Tyrone.
charge is what's called an affray. That means 3 or more persons engaged in a mutual fight in a public area. It doesn't matter if anybody wants to press charges or not. The issue is if we were to leave and allow everyone to be here, there's a great likelihood that there's going to be a fight continue.
You'll be picked up tonight.
Everybody's going to go.
Who? Oh, all right. All right. All right. All right. Okay.
Can you listen a little bit, please, sir?
Okay, I'll loosen it a bit. Okay, my partner here is gonna.
You need another pair though.
No, wait.
No, I got another extender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to get your necklace and shit? How's she going to jail if she was defending herself?
All 3 of them are going. I'm just here to search her. So can you just stand over there for me, please? All right, I do have to search you, okay? Just lean against here.
Your earrings.
Bro, don't let me sit in there more than tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where the 4th person come
Do me a
from?
favor, stand up for me. You can put the phone down or hang up. Go ahead and turn around, face that way.
Stand on things for me. Put your hands together, like you're trying to clap. All right, cool. I got you.
I'll hold it. We go. So I'll tell you here in a second. Let me the purpose of this is not because some person's pressing charges against the other. The purpose of this is called an affray, meaning 3 or more persons were fighting against each other in public. It's not because somebody wrote a statement against the other. The purpose of this is to separate people for the day. And so,
I told y'all she came to pick me up. I was leaving.
okay, at this point, what's done is done though, okay?
Can you loosen them? Like I just told you, I was in the car and everything. Can you
It's my
loosen them right?
tight. It's my arm.
No, I got you. Yeah.
Now everybody
You want your phone to
got
go
arm injuries, but they didn't have no problem when they was scrapping in the hallway.
All right. So you heard the explanation that he gave?
Huh?
You heard the explanation that he gave to her?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Where's your phone at?
In my pocket.
All right, cool.
Is my phone out there? Can I hand it to you?
I mean,
Give it to her?
you can take your phone with you because you might need numbers out of it.
Can y'all take it to the back? No, they can't. Those things coming out like this.
Our cars are out this way.
Take you through the back. Man, nigga, everybody done seen you by
Sorry,
now.
Miss. You're fine, honey.
Hold on. Yeah, second car over there.
Oh, you want to take in yours?
You know you.
The real car over there, I'm not going there.
Yeah, mine's over there. All right, go on.
This is why I can't be a cop, man. This is stupid.
Please,
And I ain't
listen, tell my
arresting
mama, don't
nobody.
get
Y'all,
me.
if y'all scrapping, y'all just gonna be scrapping. I'm going home.
This is crazy. What is the charge?
It's an affray.
Afraid? What is the bond on it?
500. 500, yeah, that's the total bond.
$50?
More or less, yeah.
I'm sorry?
Her phone's right there.
Okay, yep.
Get the
I'm gonna
piece
put
of
up the air for you, all
$100.
right?
You gotta go get a
Just
bond.
watch your head.
Make sure you got AC in the back of here, right?
I got you.
Don't lie to me.
I got
man.
you. I got you.
Don't lie to me.
I got you.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I have to search you, okay? Do you have anything
I don't
on
know
you?
about my phone if you want to
Okay,
grab it.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you
Just
just
go ahead
just
and
just
yeah,
face
just
it.
stay right here, okay?
I'm gonna have to
So
put her in the front seat.
I know, but it's called an affray. Unfortunately, we couldn't find out. Like everyone was aggressive, and that's what everyone's getting charged with. Okay? I'm gonna put up the AC. All right, hold tight.
Put it up now, please.
I got you.
I gotta throw up.
I got you.
If she would have acted like an adult and you would have acted like an adult,
Right,
and
right.
you guys could have talked things out, meaning, yeah, we got into a fight, but we're adults, life goes on. I don't like her, but I'm gonna stay away from her.
Right.
Yeah, who called the police? That's where the problem went. If Blue would have shut the fuck up when the police got there, they could have easily just said, "Oh, it wasn't nothing that serious." You know what I mean? But Blue was running her mouth, crying and shit. Blue is the one. Blue is the reason they going to jail. If Blue wouldn't have been talking to the police and was just like, "Hey, nah, we good," you know, just a little argument, it wasn't nothing. We good. Went back to the room when they were asking all the questions about pressing charges. She should have just said, "Oh no, we good," and went back to her damn room. Now everybody got to go to jail because of Blue.
We would have been able to walk away.
All in, I think they in Florida. You know, wearing bras, it get a little bit sweaty. You know, even for us guys, sometimes we don't wear wife beaters because we get a little sweaty. So I understand why they ain't got no bras on. That hotel is hot. There ain't the AC in the hallways ain't as cool as the AC in the room, and it sounds like it's about 6 or 7 of them in that one room. So it gets a little hot. You relaxing. You know how it is on Sundays when you at the hotel. You relaxing. You gotta let them things hang. So yeah, man, that's why they ain't got no bras on.
Here's the thing. Based off what I've seen, I don't trust her from attacking you. Or vice versa.
Blue
because
did
the
that.
video, and I'll be honest with you, does show you trying to re-engage and go at her for a while. Correct. So as of this point, just so that you know, no one wants to go to jail. I know it sounds scary. It's a misdemeanor.
But I understand.
Just hear me out.
What y'all got to do.
Hear me out. And this is the biggest thing.
First, we both rooms.
This is the biggest thing. If I leave and you guys fight one another, either she foul, she foul, I get in trouble. I can't let that happen.
I understand.
So, ma'am, I'm here because I have to search you. Okay? Do you have any?
That's why I have.
Do you have anything on you?
I'm
I like
completely
my
naked up
women
on
no
here,
bra.
ma'am. I have nothing.
Can you just face this way for me, just so I can start?
Again, as of right now, misdemeanor, go get him if you want. Fair?
Okay.
All right. All right. Come on. All right, go ahead. It might be more comfortable, but let me move this seatbelt for you. It might be more comfortable if you just sit right here and just kind of like scoot yourself all the way back. All right.
You're good.
All right. I don't. What's up? I don't think
Yeah,
you're gonna be able to
you
just
know,
like sit in normally.
Not even being funny. These are some unhealthy weights here, and it's 3 of them. The average weight of these 3 women that were in that one room is got to be at least 350 pounds, man. And that's just in this one room. Blue ain't too far behind. She probably a good 240. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And all of them was in that one room too. You know they ain't get multiple rooms either.
You might have to face me, sit in backwards, and kind of scoot backwards.
I was in a car accident. How am I going to?
You gonna get your ass in the back of that motherfucking truck is what you gonna do. We don't give a damn about that car accident. You wasn't in no car accident when y'all was scrapping. You either get in there and lay to the side, get in there, scoot to the side. You gonna figure it out, but you gonna get in the back of this motherfucker.
I'm in this car.
The way I just said, you literally turn around, sit, and scooch back.
Hey, look at the lady. Hey, look, watch her face. Watch her face. She's trying not to laugh when that nigga he's gonna give the demonstration. Talk about you turn around, sit down, and you scoot. Watch on the corner of the screen. The lady is gonna be trying not to smile. She's like, watch this shit.
How am I going to?
Watch the left side of the screen.
The way I just said, you literally turn around, sit, and scooch back.
Look, look, she's trying not to laugh. She's trying not to laugh. Oh my God! He said, "You gonna sit down, turn around, and scooch to the side." She trying not to laugh. Now, Orange didn't do no fighting. Orange got a bonnet on. She still got a bonnet on, so you know she wasn't in no fight.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can fit this one. All right, let me see. Watch
Oh
your face.
hell no! I thought he was wiping the spot
Oh,
off
these
her
handcuffs
nose.
hurt so
Yeah,
bad.
you're gonna hurt for a little bit. I'm gonna try to get down there as fast as I can. Yeah, it's not gonna fit, all right? So.
I'm not going nowhere.
He said, "This ain't gonna fit." She said, "I ain't going nowhere." Oh my God! Why? Oh my God! Oh. He's I'm gonna try to get there fast. Don't fit. I ain't going nowhere. Oh my goodness.
Where?
I can.
These handcuffs hurt so
Yeah,
bad.
you're gonna hurt for a little bit. I'm gonna try to get down there as fast as I can. Yeah, it's not gonna fit, all right? So.
I'm not going nowhere. Do you think maybe it's just this lip?
Yeah, just get your right hand past that little lip, and then you'll be able to scoot back. There you go.
Oh, I cannot do that.
Hell no, you can't handcuff her in the front. She be throwing hands. You cannot. You got to handcuff her in the back.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
So, what's the remedy here?
You tell me, you trying to squeeze a 400 and some pound woman.
I told y'all they about all 400 pounds plus. Green may be pushing 5. Green may be pushing 5. Mama says she's 4. Orange gotta be 4 because Orange is taller than all of them, and she got some weight on her too. We ain't body shaming. We just estimating, and she's telling us how much she weighed. And the other girl even says she ain't going nowhere. So we ain't body shaming nobody. We just going off of what the fuck they talking about. But she 400 pounds. You know that suspension. We ain't gonna say nothing.
In a small back seat that's injured.
There's plenty of room for you to just scoot back.
And I'm telling you, my leg.
They already got 2 handcuffs on you. You were good to go, man. Get your ass in here.
Put your left foot up on the lip right there.
That motherfucker is small though.
Is there like a chair or something that she could use?
I can probably get one. Give me a second.
We're gonna see if we can get a stool or something so it'll be
Y'all
easier.
trying to squeeze my big ass in that small ass back, please. I'm telling you, I'm hurting.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to unsecure you. I want you to sit yourself inside there.
You can
Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the same thing.
Can you talk to me, ma'am? Because I don't like how you talking to me. Okay. I've been calm. Don't talk to me like I'm the criminal.
Ma'am, I understand. So
You are the criminal. You're going to jail for fighting. You are the criminal. You're literally getting in the police car because you are the criminal on the scene that's going to jail for fighting. You are the criminal. What don't you get? You're going to jail.
this is an option for you. We're gonna unsecure you as we said, right?
And I understand
and then
that.
you can get yourself
Okay. Thank you for talking to me like calm.
Yeah,
Thank you. That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Talk to me like I'm human.
We just want to make sure, ma'am.
Ma'am,
We just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. That's it. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan, okay? don't know if we put
I
it
think
in
she
the
gonna
policy.
run off.
So roughly 5797. We can have another 24 there wasn't. So she can get in.
But here's the thing. I need you to still put your hands behind your back when you're in there.
That's fine, sir.
Okay.
I'm not. Haven't I been
Yeah.
compliant with y'all since y'all been
I
here?
know, but I don't want you to think that you can do it in the front once you're in there. That's the only thing.
Oh.
All right. Give me a second, all right?
Maybe
I'm
she
literally
wasn't
giving you
lying.
a third one.
A
Do you know where
third
the
one.
Orange County Sheriff's Office jail is?
Yeah, right over there's a long ride from here.
All right. I'm going to take you over there. All right?
He's gonna take you right now. That way you get out of this car quick, okay?
No. I'm gonna watch your foot.
I'm gonna watch your phone and shut the
All
door,
part
right?
of the phrase brought to you at
Got it?
70.011.
Thank you. I owe you Chipotle.
I'm gonna die. No Chipotle.
Oh man. All right, guys. That was a good one. It's been a while since we watched some body cam footage. We got 3 women arrested, misdemeanor charges, affray, 3 or more people, Florida statute, $500 misdemeanor, $50 if you get a bails bombing. You know they're gonna have to get a bails bombing because that's $1,000 between the 2 of them. Well, they did what they had to do, man. I'm OJ. This is the more you know. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Probably 9:30, so 3:30 p.m. I'm gonna do a Tubi movie over on my other channel. We're back to live streaming every single day, man. The copyright is gone. We are back, baby. We are back. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm OJ. This is the more you know, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers, man. I'm out.